just set it. Now the battery is good for 416 minutes. So it looks.
Monica, my granddaughter. Nice thing to say. Yeah.
Are you just taking pictures of people's bags?
No, I'm recording people's conversation.
Oh, I see. She's from and I'm from where we're from.
My flight was 3 hours delayed. Yeah. No, you know, it's just the incoming aircraft was delayed, and then they decided, the pilot decided when he got in that he was too tired to fly, so we had to wait for, yeah, so we had to wait for another aircraft to get in, I think their pilot.
I'm talking to our tall friends right here.
Kaya. Oh yeah. That's my grandson.
Kyle.
Yeah, that's your grand-aunt Alice. We are honoring her. Okay, you will be honoring grandma. Okay.
Kyle.
Yeah.
That's Natasha from Hong Kong. Ron's son.
Ron. The Ron's over there. Ron's over there. Oh yeah. He's the boss here right now, this session. That's right. Yeah, my other camera's over there. Okay.
Now we got a videotape of everybody. Everyone say who you are and why you're here.
Sam is also videotaping.
Trevor. Hi, I'm Nikki. I'll be presenting my grandmother,
Peter the Great.
There's Peter. And look at this group here. Auntie Lily and Auntie Alice.
Auntie Alice walking away. Where's your camera? That's mine. You still have two cameras.
I only brought one camera.
No, I have three.
Cindy, come on. You didn't give me to me.
We're in Canada. I don't know what Canada
Cindy, come on. We can recognize you. And Nikki.
Come on, I won't recognize Kyle because he's all dressed up. Undercover service. Smile, everyone.
Peter, you get in there, let me take that. What? I'm really good at photography. I took a class. I really did.
Yeah, apparently they do.
Good. You know what? You make you look so you're pregnant that way. Stand the other way. Stand straight this way. No. Yeah.
When you watch the thing, it's like.
Move in a little bit. Move in a little bit closer to. Now you gotta straighten out. Move back. Oh, you look nice.
Yeah, next picture.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, they always ask me. Oh, it doesn't matter. I wasn't too much in the shade before.
Well, we were at
Say hi to the man. Joanne.
trying to get Nicholas.
It's a great instrument. You know, you should say that it's a great instrument to start on.
Because once you know that,
Great. And then if he's older, you can tell him, you know, it's the right way to get a girl.
I'm not telling him that yet. I better go grab him. Hey! I got you.
I said I was
Joanne, I was going to take the first out in the car.
Finley and Van.
You're famous. And it's recorded.
Dan. Dan. We're gonna have one family at a time.
No, you're fine. Here.
So everyone see
This is our family. We're taking family pictures now. So one section. I know I'm going on.
Come here. You okay? So far, so good.
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
Hey, Nicholas.
That's okay.
Just look straight ahead. See the guy that is climbing up the ladder? Yeah. Okay, look at his camera.
Okay, ready? Okay. Thank you.
Take one. You got one? This one?
Go back. And there we go.
Yeah, I just introduced. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
You're that Asian.
I'm in playback mode.
One after this group, you use your mom and
Here we go.
yes. And, yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
here. Hello. Hello. Speak up. 好吧，好。这个你写中文啊？Hi everyone. Want to welcome everyone to our. Okay, welcome everyone to the Ching-Chung Yeh Descendants Reunion. As you know, we are all descended one way or another from the Ching-Chung family. And before we start, John here will say a few words about Toronto for those that haven't been here before or know much about it.
Thank you. Dear Auntie Alice, and Auntie Martha, and Auntie Beverly, and Uncle Paul. Yeah, and all the cousins, and the nephews, nieces, and the relatives of and the friends of Yeh's family. On behalf of Auntie Alice and cousin Peter and myself, I want to extend our special welcome to all of you coming to Toronto tonight for our Yeh's family's reunion gathering. Toronto is a beautiful place, and especially in summer and the fall. We hope that you may enjoy your 2-day visit here with a mild sunshine, blooming flowers, and beautiful scenery. We hope that you may enjoy your visit, and I think that Toronto is also known especially for the Chinese foods and the other different types of foods in the North America. And I think during these 2 days, you can find out whether Toronto deserves its name or not. We also want to express our deepest gratitude to Uncle Paul and Auntie Beverly for planning and organizing such a wonderful reunion program. I think it's almost a mission impossible, but all of us have made it. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Uncle Paul to deliver a short speech, please.
Thank you, everyone. I'm very pleased to have so many family members here tonight. Now, we always had, wanted to have a reunion under my parents, or the descendants, under my parents. My father, he was the number 3 son of my grandfather here. And he's the one who went to study in Japan and eventually raised 7 children. And I'm the youngest. And only one sister and myself now are still around. So time flies. The 2nd, 3rd, and 4th generation has grown up. So it's about time for us to get together. So I want to thank everybody who come here, and especially our guests. And we're happy to be here to honor Alice. Without Alice, none of us will be here today in North America. She's the one who started all that, by helping my brother Ching. Of course, the reason my brother Ching could come here is because my sister Hsia was, she was here first. Then she recommended my brother Ching come here, and Ching met Alice, and it became possible to bring the whole family over here. Now, most of our family is now in North America. So welcome everybody here. And I'm going to let Master of Ceremony, John and Richard take over. Thank you.
Can anybody hear me without this thing?
No.
Shucks. Yes, as my dad mentioned, we're here to honor the Ching-Chung Yeh descendants. For those that may not have seen this picture, this is my grandfather and my grandmother, Ching-Chung Yeh, who came. For those who have seen that, Grandpa Ching-Chung Yeh was born in 1880 in Zhujiang, Shenzhen, China. He was a scholar in the Qing dynasty, back when we still had dynasties. It was kind of cool. In 1904, he married Grandma Su Wen Mao in Old Town Sonyang. And their first daughter, Hsia-Di, was born in December 1904, which in America would be 1905. Grandpa Yeh was sent to Japan by the Qing Dynasty Imperial Palace, which was something rare back in those days because the imperial family had to honor him by sending him to college. Not something that I know we all do that nowadays, but back then it was one of those things that you had to be rather special to do. So we all came from rather special genetics. Hard to believe. It was considered a great honor because very few people could do that. Spent 5 years there and then joined the Chinese Revolutionary Party founded by Dr. Sun Yat-sen. Qing Dynasty sadly was overthrown by Sun Yat-sen's party, and Grandpa Yeh returned to China to work in the government as a congressperson. And we call them congressmen, but now we call them congresspeople. Then we taught at the Shao Middle School, his home province of Xinjiang, and served as the principal for many years. And as my father mentioned, he had 7 kids, my father being the youngest, and because of that, we all came here and descendants from those people. As my father mentioned, we're here to honor the 3 women who without we would not be here. Our Aunt Alice, Aunt Beverly, and Aunt Bertha. And to do that, we're bringing the younger generation up who will represent them and give a little talk about them. And so, Nikki will come first.
I just want to say I am extremely honored to present to you my grandmother, Alice Yeh. According to her stories she's told my family, she met my grandmother, Tin Yeh, in 1947, and by 1949, her and Tin Yeh got married. On November 1955, my father, Peter Yeh, was born, and throughout the years, both my grandmother and my grandfather have continued to help the Yeh family in many ways. They've helped bring Lily, Pei, Jean, and Paul to Canada, and they've continuously helped everyone. So we'd just like to thank my grandmother. Her warmth, kindness, and strength have inspired my family greatly, and others, to keep striving for the best in life. And another reason she's so inspiring is because she's always reminding everyone to just never give up and that God has a plan for everyone. So just thank you, Grandma, for helping everyone live life to the fullest. And just wanted you to know that we all love you. Thank you.
We can bring her down a plaque honoring her. Hang it over the fireplace. And now Samantha Yeh will come up. She's going to talk about Martha again.
My grandfather, Pei, was lucky to meet someone as caring, sensitive, and giving as my grandmother, Martha. I have yet to meet an individual who continuously places others first the way she does, and she always makes the extra effort to offer her help to anyone that may need it. She has even given her time to her country, traveling overseas to Japan and Korea as a nurse during World War II. She is one of the few living veterans. A service that is held in high esteem with everyone she meets, from her friends to mine. I consider it a blessing to be around her and her giving nature every day. Her presence has enriched our household and all our lives. She's the first to welcome us home after school each day and the one to keep a watchful eye on me and my brothers while my parents are out. Ever since I was little, I've had an admiration for her, one that has only grown with time. I hope that all of us are able to lead a life as long and fulfilling as hers. We love you, Grandma.
And I know you're Yeh will come up. I'll also talk about my mother, Beverly.
Hello. I'd first like to say thank you, Grandma, for being done with my family, and what my sister wrote, actually. I have to give my sister credit because I didn't write any of this. She did for me. So I just got to give her credit, but Grandma Beverly first met her grandfather Paul in 1951 in Toronto. They got married on May 15, 1953 at Calvin's Presbyterian Church in Toronto. Their daughter Elaine was born in Toronto, and their sons Paul Edmund and Richard Alvin were born in Guelph, Ontario. Their son Ronald, my dad, was born in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and Beverly helped Paul sponsor Gene's family come to the United States. They and his family to relocate in the United States. They also gave financial support to family members including Yeh, Chen, Pei, Gene's family, and Pei's son Yeh in China. Got more. In dedication to my grandma Beverly Yeh, now I may be slightly biased, but in my mind, Grandma Beverly deserves this award the most. This is because not only did she do a great job raising my dad, Ron, and my uncles Ming and Ricky, and also my auntie Elaine, but she also did a wonderful job raising all of her grandkids, her grandchildren, Nastasia. My sister said that when she was a child in California, she remembers going to my grandma's house and always looking through the pantry, trying to find my grandma's secret stash of Skittles. Never was there a day when she never had those amazing little candies. I also remember when I was younger, and Grandma would put shrimp in the lo mein because her little grandson would always be found picking the shrimp out of the bowl. Also, when my sister Laura was sick, that's her over there, and she was in the hospital with a disease called Guillain-Barré syndrome. My Grandma Bev flew from her home in California out to Boston, where we live now, to help watch me and my sister and I, Annie, as well as cook our favorite dinners every night. She would also help get our lazy butts off to school in the mornings and help us with our homework in the afternoons, and then drive us up to Boston to visit our sick little sister. Grandma Beverly deserves this appreciation award because without her, our family would never be the same. Thank you, Grandma.
Thank you, Aunt Alice, and Martha, and Mom. And thank you, presenters. You guys all did a good job, don't you think?
Yes.
Before dinner, I just have a card I need to read. So, for Martha, Alice, and Beverly, and to our visitors, in honor of this auspicious Yeh Family Reunion and celebration held in Toronto, a contribution has been made in each of your names to support the City of Toronto's tree advocacy planting program. Bit by bit, tree by tree, with your support, you are helping to replenish the city's tree population and restore our natural areas. Toronto thanks you for your contributions to the sustainability of a healthy urban forest for generations to come. Signed, Margaret, Linda, and Bernice. So with that, we're going to start dinner, and we'll come back and talk to you all in a little bit.
Okay. Let's start with dinner. Yeah, maybe you can say that. Yeah, the other one. Oh,
a short remembrance of those that can't be here with us today, those that are the Ching-Chung family. And so John here is going to talk a little bit about each one.
Yeah. Could you all stand up because we just remembered all our uncles, all the descendants. Yeah, we just want to remember all of them. The first one is my grandparents, Yeh Ching-Chung 先生夫人, and my auntie Yeh Yeh and her husband Huang Zhan, and my uncle Yeh Zhen, and auntie Chen Li-Zhen, my cousin Ya-Li and Yi Qun, and my mother Yeh Hsia-Di, and my father General Hu Zhongnan, and my uncle Yeh Ting, and my uncle Yeh Pei, and auntie Chen Biyun, and my uncle Ran Weixin. Okay, now we will, before our dinner, we will have a dinner grace prayer. Please just close your eyes. Our dear Heavenly Father, thank you for such a wonderful reunion gathering this evening. And also thank you for the delicious food you bless us tonight. We hope that all of us may feel and realize your abundant and unlimited love both in our gathering and in our daily life. Father, I also want to pray for an admirable weather during our two-day gathering. In the meantime, please also take care of our family member around the world, no matter with us tonight or not. May you pour out your blessings to all of us. Thank you, and in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, please sit down. Thank you. Thank you, John.
The dinner will be served.
Everyone still hungry? Yeah, we still have some food around here we can share. If not, we have a doggy bag over there. Okay, I'm sure everyone's looking and staring at the cake. That's mine. Before we start cake, I have all the different families that have come in here. I'll have a representative of the family introduce them for the next generation. Because a lot of you I know don't really recognize all the others. So the first person, lucky person, Joseph Wang. Joseph. Is going to come up and talk about the Yeh family.
Joseph's grandma Joseph's grandma is your dad's older sister.
Thank you, everybody. I only know a few people here, but I'm glad I'm here, okay? Thanks Grandpa Paul and relatives, I could have this opportunity to introduce my family and my father's side. I wrote a list because it's a huge family tree, so I don't know, everybody knows, but I'm glad to see all the families here, and I saw Martha here again. And a lot of the other families. So my father and my mother want to say hello to everybody. Even they right now is in Taiwan. They couldn't attend this visit. So they want to give in the great uncle Paul apology that they couldn't attend it. And right now I'm trying to introduce my family. My father is Wen Huang, and this is, everybody is kind of confused because we don't know which side it's coming from. So I'll introduce my grandma. My grandma is the first daughter of the ancestor. So my grandma is the elder sister of great uncle Paul. Okay, and also my dad, and I come to my family. My father is Wen Huang, and my mother is Han Shaolan. They both right now in Taiwan. Okay, and we have 3 brothers and sisters. I'm the elder one. My name is Joseph Huang. It's easier for everybody. And my sister is, the second one is Kathy Huang. and my brother, the other one's Vince Bond. Right now, my sister is in California, and my brother Vince is in Texas. I'm in New Jersey right now, so I drove about 9 hours to come to here. Okay, I'm glad to see all the big families here. And the other thing is, I'm not sure, my father also has brother and sister, 3. So my father is the elder one like me. And he also has his brother, younger brother, is Huang Wenquan, okay, in China right now. And his sister, Huang Wenqiong, right now is in China. So we have a lot of families still in China. I never saw them before, and they've been visiting in Taiwan, but I'm in the American side. So you are my relatives. Right now, I saw everyone, but I couldn't remember everyone, but I'm glad to be here, okay, with you. The other thing is all the younger generation. I have 3 daughters. Right now, my wife is Jennifer, and my first daughter is Josephine Huang. Okay, and my second daughter is Joanne Huang. And my third one right now is sleeping. It's Joanne. Okay, and my father also have 2 daughters. So right now my family all the daughters. Okay, and his first daughter is Vangel, because his name is Vance, and he is like an angel to him. So it's Vangel. And his wife is Sarah. So that's guess. What's his second daughter's name? Sandra. Okay. Yes, it's all kind of things that we love to share with you. But today we only have limited time. So I thank all these opportunities and welcome everybody. Thank you.
Now we're going to have Mary come up and talk about Auntie Hsia and the Hsia family.
Auntie Martha, Auntie Alice, Uncle Paul, Auntie Beverly, and all the family members and the dearest friends, good evening. Today, I'm so touched to see all the family members make a special effort to be here, because I know you care too much. And I also be very honored to represent Wu's family to be here to say a couple words regarding my mother. My mother, Hsia-Di, she's the second daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Yeh Ching-Chung. And she has a very good mother-daughter relationship with her mother, because she cares about her family a lot and always put family interest on the first. My mother loves to study. At her age, she was very few ladies got her PhD degree in the United States. She's the PhD of Political Science in University of Wisconsin. My mother is a very good writer, and she's a very famous one too. And she even wrote a book talking about the love story between her and my father, and was very touched by many readers. My mother is a very sincere Christian. One of the greatest gifts she gave to our family is she led us to believe in Jesus, to put all the difficulties on God's hand. On my mother's, I saw many good qualities on my mother's from Yeh's tradition, good Yeh's tradition, such as she always set the high standard to request herself, go extremely effort to reach her goal. And also, she's very loving, sensitive, responsible, willing to do everything for her family. And her self-discipline, self-motivated, self-sufficient is very, very good quality inherited from Yeh's tradition. And always fight, never give up to the highest standard that he set for himself or she set for herself. Today I'm very honored and happy that we are my mother's children. And we feel very fortunate that we can be a member of the Yeh family tree. Thank you.
So I've been asked to tick through the second generation, and I'll go through as quickly and as clearly as possible, because one thing you'll notice is that there are a lot of people, and there are a lot of people named Victor for some reason. But to start with, I guess, the eldest child on my mother's side is my uncle Victor, who's currently the ambassador to Singapore for Taiwan and is living with my aunt, paying in Singapore, along with, we have 4 children. The oldest is Esther, and she's currently a professor in Boston. She had her PhD from Cornell University in Victorian literature, and so is now teaching that. My cousin Victor, second Victor, is most recently married, actually. He and his wife Cynthia are living in New York. He's going to be starting at Goldman Sachs as an associate in the investment banking division there. Then the third child is Catherine, and she is living in Singapore with her parents. And the youngest is James, and he's in Singapore with them as well. Then the second oldest child on that side of the family is my Uncle John. And my Uncle John gave us a lovely speech on how lovely Toronto is, and he's currently a professor of finance at Joanne Christian University. My Aunt Diane is retired from the University of Taipei, where she was in the accounting department. And they have 2 children. My cousin Timothy, who's currently interning at Salesforce.com in San Francisco, he's getting his MBA at Indiana University. So he couldn't be here tonight, but his younger sister, Rebecca, is studying right now at the University of Toronto, where she's majoring in biochemistry. The third child in the family is my mother, Deborah, and there's my dad, Sam. There's my videographer this evening. So my father is actually headed to Beijing in a week, where he's going to, my parents lived in Beijing for about 5 years, and now he's heading back with IBM. My mother does real estate in the Bay Area in California. She's also a very successful writer, and she's published a number of novels, but right now she's focusing on short stories. I am the oldest child in the family, and I like to say that I'm a lady of leisure. I just finished my work at a hedge fund based in New York, and I'm headed off to Stanford Business School in the fall. My brother, how many of you have seen either Spider-Man, Superman, Chronicles of Narnia, any of those movies? Then you've seen my brother's work. He works for Sony ImageWorks, does computer graphics for them, and he's currently in Culver City, California. Then the youngest child on my mother's side of the family is my Aunt Hannah, who could also not be here this evening, unfortunately, but she and her husband, Joseph, are in Atlanta right now, where my uncle is a minister. And their daughter, Anna, is in Oklahoma getting her PhD in education law. She's living with her husband there. So that is my mother's side of the family, and my Uncle John has a few words from the first Victor, Uncle Victor, to share with you.
Thank you, Judy. And I'm sorry that my brother wants me to read his letter, so I will read just a few paragraphs instead of the whole 2 pages. This is a letter written by my brother, Ambassador Victor Wei Zhenghu. With his permission, I will read a few paragraphs and I'll send copies to you via email if you want. Dear Auntie Alice, Auntie Marcia, Auntie Beverly, Uncle Paul, and the cousins, nephews, and the nieces, and all the relatives of Yeh's family. We have the pleasure of asking John to read this message for us. First of all, the family of the Who's wish to thank you, Uncle Paul, and all of you, our cousins, wholeheartedly for organizing this meaningful Yeh Family Reunion. Obviously, the idea behind this reunion is to remember the past, to touch base with each other in the present, and to work together for the future. In commemorating our beloved grand or great-grandparents, Mr. and Mrs. Yeh Ching-Chung, or we are also implementing the Chinese virtue of 饮水思源. That means drinking water while appreciating its source. Although I have difficulty coming again to North America this month due to the nature of my busy work here, we already had to take leave to fly to New York in June, July for the wedding of Junior Victor Hu, our eldest son. Hui Ying and I would like to extend to you our warm greetings with love. With respect to our family business, I believe we need a record of our family tree. We also need to tell our descendants about our family history. One of the most important printed records of our family's history is the memoir of my late mother, Hsia-Di, in the book entitled 天地悠悠, in which she beautifully portrayed the life of my father, General Hu Zhongnan, and their love story against the background of modern Chinese history. Auntie Yeh-Di, Uncle Chen, Uncle Ting, Uncle Pei, Auntie Jing, as well as Uncle Paul, all appeared in her book. The book was first published over 40 years ago in Taiwan and made a big impact, touching many hearts. A few months more editions were published, and the last one was released in 1989 in Taipei. And we are pleased to inform you that the English translation of the book is about 80% completed, with the translation being done by Esther, our eldest daughter, who is an English literature PhD holder from Cornell University. What we need to do now is to find a proper publisher in the US and to discuss cost and distribution. We hope Uncle Paul and other relatives can give us some good practical advice. Please keep in touch. And